Hey everyone, I hope you're having a super fantastic day wherever you are. In this video I'm going to show you the Fallkniven F1 Pro, but before I get going, just talk about a couple of things that are on the table here. Little Jerry, I carved him last year, probably the saddest rooster on the planet, but he's got a lot of spunk and a lot of heart, and that's why he's still around. The Espada XL, you see that in a lot of videos. It's because it's the boss. It's the biggest folder in my entire collection. And I didn't want to leave everybody else out because I know a lot of you like the multi-tools, classic slip joints, and the Swiss Army knives on this channel. So the boss of my multi-tools is the Leatherman Surge. In this case, it's the all stainless from 2006. And the boss of all my classic slip joints is the Jumbo Stockman by Rough Rider. It's massive. Just love it, love it, love it. I like them big, as you can see. I like there's a theme going on here. Now this one here is the Ranger by Victorinox, and it's the boss of all my Swiss Army knives because it gets carried the most. Yeah, I know some of you are thinking that the Swiss champ should be representing, but that's the way it stands. Now let's get on with this video. Before I really get rolling into this video, I just want to put a special thanks to all the firefighters on this planet right now. I don't know if you've noticed out there, but there is a lot of fire out there, and there's a lot of people working hard to put those fires out. And man, it's been smoky for over a month in my part of the world, and I know it's worse in other parts of the world. So big kudos to all of you. If you're a firefighter watching this, thank you very much. Okay, so what we're looking at is the Fallkniven F1 Pro. And yeah, there's a ton of videos on this knife. I mean, a ton. So am I going to reinvent the wheel here? Absolutely not. All I'm going to do is show you this knife. That's it. I'm going to show it to you. And I'll let you know that there's two, I know it looks like four, but it's actually two ways that you can get this. One is it's more elaborate. There's a big plastic waterproof box. It comes with a sharpening stone, and it's a little bit more money. And then there's this where it just comes in a cardboard box, and that's the one I opted for. So it comes in a pretty long box, and there's a lot of peanuts and stuff like that in there, but really that's all it is. And no, I'm not going to read all this stuff in a chipmunk voice for you. So let's just do a quick look at this knife. This should not be a long video in theory, and you know I'm going to be taking this into the woods. So recently the R2 Scout is a welcome addition to my collection, and I do believe this one is going to be a welcome addition to my collection as well. So we got the same Fallkniven type sheath, which we've seen 1,000 times. I would like to see them start putting that lock on all of these like they have on the R2 Scout. That would be cool, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of things said on the internet. I really don't buy into too much of it, but I will say some of it is, I don't know, it rings true in many different ways. I think they probably could have done a better job on the sheath. But overall, I tell you what, it really doesn't bother me. I actually don't mind it. So let's move the sheath out of the way, and let's bring you in on the F1 Pro. And this is a COS steel. Let's see if we can find that. Or yeah, try and bring you in close. There you go. It's a laminated steel. You can see the lamination line right near the apex. And I just want to bring you in nice and close on this absolutely, absolutely gorgeous grind. Man, this company really does nail the grinds. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, ors, or buts about it. I mean, if I could actually lay down a grind like this on my knives, I'd be, wow, really happy. I mean, even if it was half as good as this, I'd be happy. Really, really sharp. And I do mean that literally. It came sharp, and I'm not going to demonstrate all that. But I will say that I ran it over the strop a couple of times. Just kind of run you close around the guard here. And I think this is called Thermaron, something like that. And I'm kind of just running you around it nice and close. And I'm going to bring over the R2 Scout. And I'm just going to zoom it out a little bit. I'm going to bring over that R2 Scout. And I just want to do a little comparison on the handles for you. Okay, so here's the R2 Scout. And one of the comments on the last video on this knife was the paracord. Let me know if you want to see a little video on how I do that. And I'll bring this knife out. I'll bring this back. I don't want you to think I'm going to turn into a paracord channel. Okay, so here are the two knives side by side. We got the Scout on the bottom and the F1 Pro. Now, I just wanted to do a little side by side on the handle and its thickness. And remember how I said this is like the Morse-Kohansky standard when it comes to size. I love the way this feels in my hand. I really do. I like the square. I like everything about the way this feels in my hand. This one, you can see it's a bit bigger. Medium-sized glove. Remember, I wear a medium-sized glove and about a medium-sized hand, so I do like the way this feels too, but it feels different, right? It's a little bit thinner on the bottom side. See that? But it's not bad. So until I take it into the woods, make some coffee, make some feathers, you know, I'm not going to know for sure. I will say I love the balance. There's a nice balance about this knife. I don't know, I just feel like I could get a lot of work done with it. Same with this one. I really like the Scout. So yeah, this one here we've got LMAX. I don't need to go over too much on the R2 because we've already done a couple of videos on that. And this, I always want to say cobalt, but it's laminated. Maybe it is cobalt and something else.
There's a lot of videos on there, on this video.
There's a lot of videos on this knife. Sorry, I can't really speak right now. But all I wanted to do is just show you nice and close. You know, I don't know if I can get it any closer than this. I mean, just look at that. There is no shiny bit. That comes straight to apex. That is just awesome. I really do like the look of this knife. I like the way it feels. And I'll just give you another kind of, maybe put it right about there. Yeah, good looking knife. So let's take this one out into the woods and see how it performs. And I'm really liking this whole black and silver kind of look going on here. But anyways, guys, I hope you're having a really good day. And we're going to talk to you real soon. And next video will be in the woods with the F1 Pro.
There's a lot of videos on there on this video. There's a lot of videos on there on this video. There's a lot of videos on there on this video.